Hi, welcome to Sarah's garden again. One of the things we like to say is life's not perfect and neither is my garden. Well, today neither is the weather. They've promised us an Indian summer and it's raining. In fact, it's actually quite cold. It's actually 16 degrees at the minute. Whereas a mere couple of days ago it was recorded as the hottest day we'd had in 130 years, and it was 100% humidity. It was so muggy, you couldn't sleep, you couldn't do anything, it was horrible. So we welcome the cold and the rain because it's good for the garden, but not so much. It's been raining for a week. Rained so much that my tomatoes have become flavourless because they've had so much water and they're all starting to split. Let's just have a quick look. Right, if I zoom in, maybe you can see them. There you go. But that's as close as I'm getting because it's wet and yucky. I still haven't shown you the full extent of my veggie garden because we ran out of tape last time. Life's not perfect. So we went and got some more tape this week. If I can show you a bit more. This is my attempt to disguise our massive 30,000 litre water tank with passion fruit. We've got a lot more growing to do to cover it up, but we have passion fruit growing on it. There's some there, more over there. There's actually 7 whole passion fruit. Very, very excited. Oops, my focus isn't so good, but hey, life's not perfect. Woo, yum, passion fruit. Anyway, woo. What I wanted to talk to you about today, really, because it's too wet to go out there and talk about it, is greenhouses. This is my first greenhouse. I had a cover. Tom bought it for me when I begged him when we first moved here, and with its 2 shelves it seemed adequate, although getting wet. It didn't take long for it not to be adequate, so at the moment I'm just sort of using it to harden things off. So down the bottom I've got broccoli, leek, spring onion, cabbage, and I think that's it. Blooming whiteflies got into them already. Poor little babies, don't stand a chance out here. So I gave them a liberal coating of Dearest Dust the other day because it got just a bit too hard to pick them all off because they're just it was relentless. Now the other thing I've got up here is corn. My gardening book said you could plant corn in January, and I was hoping for this Indian summer. That doesn't seem to be happening, so I've planted them, but I've kept them in pots rather than put them in my garden, and if the Indian summer doesn't materialise, then I'll just shift them lock, stock and barrel into the greenhouse, the new greenhouse. My actual corn crop this year was absolutely dismal. It's over there. Oh, don't even look too close. It was... Oh, noisy children. That's Tim. And that's Joe. And this is the rest of our menagerie. This is Toast. There's more corn. I got about 6 corns and one of them only had about 6 kernels on it. It was really disappointing, which is why I'm trying again. Okay, this is my little greenhouse area. This is the second greenhouse I got. So it's just it was bigger than the last one. I was really excited. Just a standard 2-shelf thing. Very exciting when I got it. Quickly filled it up with seeds. When I first bought it, I proudly moved all my seeds from the small one to the big one, but I hadn't anchored it down and the wind caught it. And I caught it as the wind caught it and we all flew. It was well exciting. Ruined a good pair of jeans that day. Okay, So anyway, greenhouse. Woo! So that greenhouse there served me well this summer. As in during a bored winter day I went and ordered $70 worth of seeds off the internet. And then I had to justify the purchase by actually growing them all. And so therefore I had to justify the purchase of a greenhouse. So the greenhouse was kept to full capacity. This is where I do all my potting up. And this toast. But it was kept fully laden and fully busy. So I saw this one in a local store for $100 off. So it was down to $200. So I thought, right, I'll have it. And it's huge. Okay, so this is the new greenhouse. It's not as pristine and beautiful as I wanted to show it to you. Only it's huge. Park Tom's ride-on mower in here. It's huge. Sit down and do my gardening. I'll sit down now. What happened is we put it up and we've bolted it to the back fence, as you can see there. But because it's so long, the wind just got into it and moved it all sideways on a swivel, and so it's cracked a couple of the pipes down there, so we're going to have to do something to fix that. But the worst thing is it upended all my peas, and they seem to be none less worse for wear. And I'm positive I lost my next lot of leeks and spring onions. They're just, yeah, most of those seeds are down there. Disaster. But live and learn. We shall. At the moment we have got a table leaning up against the side so it doesn't get the wind. Listen to that rain. It's supposed to be summer. So there I've got some spinach, beets, caribou, that's like mange tout, more cabbage, and some fancy fancy beetroot, you know, the crazy ones with the candy stripes and different colours. Those disastrous leeks. Parsnips, I find it easier to actually get parsnips that when they start to turn into little plants, then move them out before their tap roots get too long. Otherwise I just fail miserably in the garden. Rainbow carrots, radishes, they're doing alright. Oh, my rainbow carrots coming up too. Ooh. Butter lettuce, lettuces, blah blah. Okay, I got my mesclun. In another couple of days what I'll do is I'll just slide that, so it's just guttering with masking tape on the side, duct tape on the side. So when it gets a little bit bigger, then I just take the masking tape off and just slide it into a preformed channel in the garden, and that way they can grow happily with a good healthy start. Same with carrots. And then broad beans, there's some of those coming up, quite exciting. Empty pot. Some flowers, this stock, and hollyhocks, which hollyhocks are doing really well. And I need to be more organised and tidy. Put those away before bad things happen, like to get blown across the garden when the greenhouse flies away. Yeah, so that's the greenhouse. It's my big new exciting greenhouse. I'm very very happy. It's a rainy day. This is the only gardening I will do today. I'm going to go back inside and preserve tomatoes that are coming out my eyeballs. So now I'm going to go and start to figure out what to do with my tomato harvest. Preserve it, freeze it, make jam, make sauce, make pickle, I don't know, whatever's easiest and best. And then don't get me started on what I'm going to end up doing with my chili harvest, the first of thousands. Okay, well that's me, Sarah. Speak to you next time. See you later.